is an expression. I think it's a way to just let your mind be free and to do something that you enjoy every day. I mean, I always wanted to do something that I love. To me, that's art. I have a way, just this creativity that bottles up in your head. Some people play music, some people act, some people, write. For me, it's always been to draw. As a young person, you have to do what you love, and if, there's no sense in being miserable every day. So, you just have to push yourself, don't be afraid to experiment with new techniques and mediums and go to galleries and go to shows and meet other artists and collaborate with artists. And, you don't necessarily have to get a degree in art to be an artist. You don't have to take a bunch of classes or have an art history minor or degree either, but you have to be passionate about it. My workspace is in my bedroom in the house that I've grown up in. Even as a kid, when I always said I wanted to be an artist, and then in high school when I'm like, I think I'm gonna go to school, for art, and they've never batted an eye. It's never been like are you sure? Or, I don't think you'll make a lot of money doing that, because at the end of the day, for me, it's never really been about money. I'm not like a money-driven person. I just wanted to be happy with what I'm doing, and I know I can only really achieve that if I'm making art. It's funny because one of my coworkers was saw my art and she's like, "Are you disturbed?" And I was like, maybe, I don't know. I really have always been interested in cartoons and comics and monsters, as you'll come to find out. So as an artist, I've always tried to evolve my, creativity with faces and manipulation and kind of put that into a piece. When I start these pareidolia pieces, I've come to learn that I'll cut. I don't really plan these either. And you really can't plan for them because it's so, unknown the result you're gonna get from the watercolor. So I just take whatever paper I'm using, usually some type of denser watercolor paper, wet both sides to prevent, warping of the paper. And then I might have a slight thought about what color scheme I wanna use, but for the most part, it's just kind of all right, I like this color, I like that one, and then I just kind of go. And depending, I might do 1 or 2 layers of the watercolor just to get some texture and some layering. And then I just kind of, however it dries is however I start with the ink. And I don't use pencil or anything on top. I just kind of go in with the marker, and it's kind of up to chance how they turn out. The faces is just they're a combination of seeing, things from all over, whether it be on social media, a magazine when I'm 6 years old, or, cartoons growing up. So I think it's kind of like a culmination of all those. And I might, see something from artists and I'm like, oh, I kind of like that. And I'll take a little bit of that and then combine it with something else that I see. So it's kind of hard to pinpoint where or how. I think it's just just a pile of ideas that kind of float around and attach to each other and find its way out of my head. Now I'm trying to freelance, and I don't know where that'll go, but my goal would be, that I could support myself eventually, or even if I had a part-time job where I have, the insurance and a 401k and all that stuff, but to be able to primarily make art on the side and sell it and make a living from that, that would be my ultimate goal.